Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. It is time for another knife review, and the knife on the table today is the CRKT Provoke Compact 4045. It is a Joe Caswell design, and some of you are familiar with the Provokes. There is a larger version of this. This is the compact version. And this has a blade length of 2.26 inches, not ounces. Overall length, it is 6.63 inches, and closed, it is 5.54 inches. The steel on this is a D2 Hawkbill chisel grind steel. Oh, well, D2 steel, but it's got a chisel grind on it. The weight on it is 4.4 ounces, so it does have a little bit of weight to it. A handle on this, it is a 6061 aluminum. And the pocket clip, it is a right hand tip down. Yes, it does have a pocket clip, in case some of you aren't aware of that. It does have the pocket clip for carrying in your pocket. It also has, obviously, a finger hole because it is a karambit style knife. It is Kinematic technology deployed, which means that, I'm not a scientist. I won't break it down in scientific terms, but it's just a matter of putting your thumb on this pivot part here, pushing down, and the knife goes on these little pivots and opens up. So that's basic layman's terms. If you want the scientific terms, you'll have to go ask Joe Caswell or somebody a little more scientific. So as I said, it is a karambit style knife, which means it does have limited use and specific design purposes. It also has a lever lock on it, which is right here, that little guy there. You push that towards the back of the handle and it releases so that you can fold the blade up on itself. And you can get a sheath. I can't remember, I should have looked it up, sorry. I think it's a Kydex sheath that you can put on your belt and carry this if you don't want to carry it in your pocket. It's still going to be bulky carrying on your side, but a little less weight and a little less wear and tear on your pocket. But surprisingly, it does fit in the pocket pretty decently. I was quite impressed because it is a little bulkier knife. And there is no blade play on this thing. It's nice and solid. And lines up down the middle. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, it does actually. But anyway, so I don't know if it's worth doing a size comparison on this. I guess we can. Got the Ontario RAT2, Ontario Knife Company, RAT2. And we've got the Elementum. So you can see it is a smaller, compact knife, although part of that is due to the curved design of it. Compared to, say, the Tenacious, it's definitely smaller, and also the Civivi Cogent, it is smaller. And even the, if you're interested, the Bug Out, you can see it is smaller than that, so excuse me. So this is, as I say a limited knife, although some of you may disagree with me on that, and I suppose you could use it for box cutter, opening boxes and different things. It's actually a comfortable grip this way, although the knife is meant to be held this way. It is designed for fighting. That's what the karambit was designed for, close combat fighting, so that you can do lots of slashing. And I don't know if I should bother or not. Maybe I'll try. It's been a long time since I've spun any kind of knives with the hole in them, so yeah, we'll give it a try. I'll see if I can flip these things around here. So we'll just have to adjust the camera because I can't do it here at the table. So we'll make a quick adjustment on the camera and I will give it a try, as long as you promise not to laugh or criticize my lack of knife skills. So just give me a minute to change angles here. Okay, we will give this a try. Remember, no laughing, because my knife skills are not that great. So this is the Provoke, and you flip it out and you can flip and do little things with it. So that is it for this knife. What you would do with that, and put it away and in your pocket for afterwards. Okay, so that's the extent of my knife skills with this type of knife. Okay, we're back at this setup. So some of the things oh wait, we should do a sharpness test with this thing. I don't know how we're going to do a sharpness test. We'll just see if we can do any kind of sharpness test with it. It may not lend itself to, oh no, it definitely will cut paper. It's just not the best angle for cutting paper. But how about zip ties, zap straps, whatever you want to call them. See how that does, and it cuts through that fairly easily. How about a nylon cord? Oh, that basically fell apart, and I'm pretty sure this cord will do the same. Yeah, almost no effort to that at all. So a couple of the things that I like about this, I do like the aesthetics. As soon as I saw this, I was like, wow, that is an interesting knife. This knife definitely has wow factor to it. And you can get them in different colors. They do have the dark colors, lighter colors. They have blue and yellow. I forget, is it G10 handle? Some kind of handle on there that's multicolored, so you can get different colors. I think even green now. I may be wrong on that. But anyway, the aesthetics, it definitely has a wow factor to it. This would definitely cause conversation if you were to bring this out in company. They would probably ask a lot of questions about it. My grandson loves this. He thinks it's really cool. He's just getting into knives, and I gave him one of my old karambit knives, and he thinks that he should have this one as well, which isn't going to happen, at least not for a long time. But yes, they do have great aesthetics on them. And in terms of ergonomics, well, for what it's designed for, the ergonomics are great for the fighting style. even as, you know, a box cutter here, depending on what you're cutting, the ergonomics are good. Like I say, it's a comfortable hold on this, comfortable grip. So ergonomics are good. The action on this, it was a little stiff the first time I took it out of the box. I did put some pivot lubrication on the different spots, and it works quite well now. No problems. It opens quite easily and smoothly, which brings me to the next thing I like about it, is the fidget factor. It's fun to play with. So, and I had a friend tell me, oh, it's not a one-hand closing knife. Well, I proved him wrong. It is a one-hand closing knife. Yeah, it can do it one-handed. It's just not the most convenient thing, but it is possible. So those are the things I like about it. What do I dislike? It is not the easiest to unlock, although once you get onto it and do it a few times, it definitely gets easier. But it is, well, and you don't want it to unlock easily, I guess. But it's not a convenient unlocking system, but it is an effective unlocking system on it. And I guess, at least for me, it has limited use. I bought it more just because I thought it was a cool looking knife, and the fidget factor on it, I definitely won't be using it as a fighting knife, because I do not do that kind of stuff. But for me anyway, it has limited use, although I have seen that they are trying to promote, and I don't know what percentage of first responders actually carry them, but they are promoting them as a tool for first responders for cutting seat belts and ropes and wires and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe there are a lot of first responders out there that are carrying them, firefighters and police officers and stuff like that. They might find them a more useful knife in terms of actual practical purposes. So for me, it's limited use, but for others, I'm sure they can find more use for this. And one of the things that maybe, I don't know if they could have done it or not, but if you are not careful, you can catch the edge on here, especially the point. It doesn't quite fit down to the point where you don't actually bump it, so you do have to be careful, because you can hook your finger on the blade edge there. I haven't cut myself yet, and hopefully I won't, and I need to just be careful and not put my fingers near the edge. But it is a possibility, and especially if smaller fingers were on there, it is a bit of a gap. So that's something to be aware of if you are going to purchase this knife, or you have purchased it. You may have not noticed that yet, which I doubt that you haven't. Anyway, it is a fun knife to sit and open and play with, and it's definitely a good conversation piece. I know everybody I've showed it to has found it quite interesting. So, and it's just a fun knife to sit and play with if you're watching TV and you don't drive the people crazy with you that you're opening and closing it all the time. It's a fun knife to fidget with. So that is the CRKT Provoke. All right. Thank you for joining me on this video. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I'll be doing another review in a few days. Until then, you hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment, and you stay safe and stay sharp.